Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at this new love, the soulmate, by delving further into the connection by looking at how this person really feels about you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, okay? All right. Okay, Taurus. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Chariot. Okay, this is Cancerian energy. This is talking about you overcoming obstacles and being successful and in uniting with this person, or reuniting, because it's a past life connection with this person. Okay, underneath this is the Devil. It's Capricorn energy. I feel like this is talking about the passion that the both of you have for each other in this connection. Okay. Underneath this is the Ten of Cups. Okay. Both of you and this person want to come together and be happy. All right. This is talking about being in love, blending families or having a family together with the Ten of Cups. And then underneath this is the Three of Wands. This is talking about, you waiting for your ships to come in, trying to be patient. And the Tower. Okay. You're waiting for the Tower moment as well. This is Scorpio energy. All right. You're ready for the change, for this situation to change. Okay. Because in the past, there's been a lot of, deception, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of mind games from the people that you've dealt with. And now you're ready to win at all costs. Okay. And you're trying to move forward with the Six of Swords and heal. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this Chariot card. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so when it comes to you, you're showing up with the heartbreak card. I think this came up last week. I think it did. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Oof, there's still a lot of pain. I can touch the card and I can feel the pain. Spirit will let me feel the pain. So with this heartbreak card, I just, my heart goes out to you. I understand how you feel when, things don't work out. But this is about you overcoming this, Taurus, okay? Because y'all are strong. Take that fucking stubbornness that y'all got going for you and refuse to sit in this energy for a long period of time. I'm not telling you to not feel your feelings. Please do that, okay? Because feelings buried alive never die. But Spirit is telling you to not dwell in this, not sit in this, not let this become your new norm, okay? All right. Then we have two other cards. See, yeah, this is why you're heartbroken. The lingering ex. It says whether they're still talking or just secretly hoping, an ex is impacting how this connection is unfolding. So yeah, they're trying to block you energetically for being with this new person. Okay. Then we have undefined. It says you're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. This could be talking about the old person, about, the fact that Nothing was ever defined in the connection, even though you tried to do this, okay? All right. So when it comes to your person, this new person, the soulmate, we've got the toxic addictions card showing up. This is starting to show up again. It showed up in Aries' read, and now it's showing up in your read. It's saying substances or behaviors used to numb their feelings, such as drugs, sex, gambling, or alcohol. Okay. Then we have finality. It says farewells, leaving behind, and closure. So your person's walking away from, I feel like, the old status quo. I feel like they're leaving this behind. Okay. And then we have pain. Yeah. Apprehensive, afraid, cautious. Okay. This is why people do these things. This is why there are addictions, because people are trying to cover up their pain. But I feel like this person has realized, your person has realized that this is not helping this, and that they need to walk away from it and, heal it, and then walk away from it so that they can, move past this, or at least get it to a manageable place. Let me say it like that. Okay. All right. So the first card we're going to take a look at represents the past situation for your person. So we've got the 8 of Wands showing up here. Okay. This can talk about communication. It can also speak of manifestation. Let's clarify and see what spirit is, why spirit is bringing this card up. Okay. Okay, so spirit is saying that in the past, your person was very receptive to love. They had an open heart. They had a lot of empathy and a lot of vulnerability in relationships, okay? They also had a lot of realizations about coming out with the open heart, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings that they've been through as well, okay? Hold on. Yeah, see, this person is coming forward. There's your soulmate right there, okay? And they're coming forward with a confession is what spirit is saying, okay? Okay, so the second placement we're going to look at, Taurus, represents the present situation, okay? What's presently going on. So we got the Fool. It's Aries energy. Your person's wanting to take a leap of faith. They're ready to move forward with you and, move into this connection with you, okay? Let's clarify. Okay. So while this person's waiting to take this leap, they are pretending, wearing the mask, but it's a good thing. It's because they're not, they're not going to come forward and give you that confession until it's time, until they get the nudge from spirit. Okay. Then we've got mistakes here. It says misunderstood, victim, lost soul. So your person has, made a lot of mistakes when it comes to the past, and they're probably reviewing the mistakes that were made from their the people that they were with as well. Okay, so this person feels like, just like you feel like you've been misunderstood, like people never really see you for who you truly are. But this person is going to come in transparent. Okay, so this is going to be them being honest, open, vulnerable, with nothing to hide. Okay, all right, so the next placement we're going to look at, let me do this first. I like these cards. I'm going to do these cards first. Okay, for this one. Yeah, there they go. They trying to sneak in the twin, so we're going to throw them over here. All right, so we've got sharing space. It says whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level. Okay, so you and this person, I feel like after you start to relax and, you come together and come into a committed relationship, you will be moving in with each other, I feel like, for a lot of you. Then we have physical passion. It says this connection is charged with desire. Just make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. Okay, so for some of you, this could start out as the two of you sleeping with each other first, and then it evolving into a relationship. Okay, but no, if this starts out like this person already loves you, so it's not like you are just throwing all caution to the winds. They actually want to be with you and want to marry you. You know this. They actually love you. So then we have different worlds. This is spirit telling you, you and this person are coming from two different backgrounds. See, you may be, two different races. And it says this connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems. And that creates both fascination and friction. Okay. All right. So you and this person will come from, but you've had a lot of similar experiences because you love the same. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents your person's thoughts. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, so fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in the chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is how, what they think of you. They feel like you're very attractive. You have a lot going for yourself. And they feel very passionate about you. They feel like you're a very passionate person. And I feel like this person wants to get to know you. They want to go beyond what they've seen by observing you, and also what they've seen by observing you, and they want to see who they want to interact with you and really see who you are. Okay, so we've got blocked passion showing up here. It says when passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. The passion is blocked right now because the two of you are not together yet. You're in separation, but it will become unblocked when the two of you come together. Okay. All right. Then we have time, waiting, cycles, moments. So this person is waiting. They're just waiting for the proper time for the two of you to come together, as I always tell you, probably every read. Okay. They see you and this relationship as a gift. All right. Next placement we're going to take a look at represents what your person thinks of you. Again, and it's the Seven of Cups. So they think you got a lot going for you, that a lot of people want to be with you. And this is true, Taurus, because I call y'all every reading, right? The hoochies of the zodiac, because y'all always got some motherfuckers that want y'all. And it's not a bad thing at all. It's just funny to me that y'all, these people be pursuing, all these people be after y'all. I think it is so funny, but it's good. It's in a good way, though. I'm not laughing like, ha. I'm laughing in a good way. But with this Seven of Cups, this person feels like, you have a lot of options. Like, you can be with anybody you want to be. Just like I'm sure you feel that same way about them. It's the same thing for them, because they are, they are the boss, the big wig as well, and they have a lot of options, themselves. They have a lot of people that are after them too. Okay, all right, let's clarify. So yeah, this person wants to start a family with you. It says fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. All right, if it's not an actual pregnancy, it could just be the two of you birthing a company together, going into business together. Okay, this person is working on feeling more lovable. Okay, because I feel like those last connections they were in beat them down and made them feel like they weren't lovable because of the way the other people were acting. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I picked this up. Something made me pick it up. Okay, then we've got the Storm Brewing card. This is talking about, a tower moment. This person's foundations are being reshaped just like yours are. Okay, then we have playing games. All right, so this is an end to this is what your person wants, an end to the playing games. It says they've got game, but is it real? Keep your eyes open and don't fall for surface level charm. So this person's going to be watching you just like you're going to be watching them. Okay, and then we have a line future. It says the connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is a partnership with purpose. So I tell you all this all the time. This person comes in, they're going to want to date you with purpose. There's going to be intention behind everything they do. They're going to make sure they go above and beyond to make sure you understand how serious they are. Okay, so the next thing we're going to take a look at, the next placement, is how this person feels about you. So it's the Ace of Wands. They have a lot of passion. They want a passionate new beginning with you, with the Ace of Wands. Okay, they're ready to start over and do it right this time when it comes to relationships. Yeah, this person wants comfortability. Okay, it says this is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing. You can be messy, quiet, soft, or strong and still feel accepted. This person plans on accepting you exactly the way you come, and they want to be accepted that same way as well. Okay, all right, let's clarify. All right, so we have the hopeless card. It says sinking, despair, falling apart. I feel like in the past, this is how your person felt after the relationships that they had been. They all their relationship fell apart. There was despair. They felt hopeless about their love life. Okay, until they saw you. But now, once they've seen you, you are their fantasy. They daydream about you. They imagine what life's going to be like with you. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, this person is stepping into their warrior energy. It says, awakened warrior of the heart, surrendered to the ego and struggle. They've reconnected with their heart and the divine, and they are returning to love because they want to love you. Okay. All right. All right. So the next placement we're going to look at represents what your person wants. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They want long-term, stable, grounded, committed connection. Okay. They want to be with the person that's the one for them, and it's you. Okay. Let's clarify. I hear that song, baby. What is it? Baby, hold on to me. And it said, whatever will be, will be. That's what I hear in my head. Okay, we've got distracted. Okay, it says sidetracked, change, delays. There may be delays because of, both of you having to get yourself together. Things, pop up. I feel like, like I told you, it could be, your person trying to, or your ex-person, the twin, trying to get involved in this, trying to slow it down. And then we've got the independent card. So this is about your person being in that Nine of Pentacles energy just like you are, okay? Or like you're where you're headed. Let me say that. And they're opening themselves back up, being vulnerable, right? Okay. And then we've got false connection. It says this bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it appeared to be. It's talking about the twin. So we're going to throw it over here with the twin flame card. Okay, so the next placement we're going to take a look at represents what you need to know about your person. So the Three of Pentacles, this person is taking this seriously, okay? They want collaboration. They want, equal give and take, equal love, equal respect. They want compromise. They want the both of you to come together and build an amazing connection with this Three of Pentacles, okay? Let's clarify. So we got spying. They're spying on you. It says social network information in different ways. They may be spying on you. Some of you is both the social media and in person. Okay. Okay. We've got revelations. So your person, they're getting a lot of revelations about, I feel like, this connection just life in general. Okay. So they're working on opening themselves up because they've been withholding as well because of the pain and what they've experienced with their relationships falling apart. Okay. So when it comes to the advice Spirit has for you, we've got the Seven of Swords and we have the Two of Pentacles. So Spirit is telling you to not deceive yourself. Be honest with yourself. Okay. Because a lot of times we deceive, it's not just other people we may deceive. We deceive ourselves. We don't tell ourselves the truth about what we truly want, about, the things we're doing to self-sabotage, all these things. And I feel like that's what Spirit is talking about with this. Because look at the swords. They're like all stabbing, looks like they're stabbing this bird. Okay. So it's like you self-sabotage. You say consciously you want to have an amazing relationship, but subconsciously you're doing things to mess it up. Like I hear people in the comments all the time. They're like, oh, if it's this person, and if it's a person that has this sign and this sign, I don't want to be with them. And I'm like, but what if your person shows up and they are that sign? You can't, like I said, the things that you've gone through with people that have certain signs, it's not the sign. It's the person. The person just happened to be, the person is that did some asshole shit. They just an asshole and they just happen to be that sign. You can't just say all signs. That's like somebody saying that, I don't know, if somebody, how can I explain? I'm trying to get something that's not offensive. Okay, that's like me saying that if how can I? It's just like when you see those things on TV, right? You see people like racist people on TV when they talk about other races other than them, right? They'll say, "Oh, is this type of person. That's why they doing this. That's why they doing this. That's why they doing that. Because that's just how that them people are." And you can't do that. It's not the person. If you have a bad experience with somebody, like for instance, let's just take the women and men thing. Let's say you are a woman and you have a bad experience with a woman. Like you get into an argument with a woman. You can't. That's like you saying, "Oh, because I had this argument with this woman and this person was, they acted like an asshole, but they just happened to be a woman. All women are assholes." And then you putting yourself in that too, because you saying, "Oh, you can't generalize." You have to just say, "Okay, I went through that bad experience with that person. That particular person showed me assholish qualities, but it's them. It has nothing to do with their signs. It don't have nothing to do with that." Like I said, we all do crazy stuff like that. Like when people talk about Scorpios, let me say that's a good example. Okay, I hear people all the time, like online, like when they talk about the different signs and stuff like that. You'll hear people going off on Scorpios all the time. "Oh, Scorpio this and Scorpio that, and they just act like this and they just act like that, and it." Mm-mm. Just like there's good and bad of everything else, there's good and bad Scorpios. There's light and dark with everything. So there's people that's coming from the light, and that's the sweetest people that are Scorpios. And then there's ones that ain't having it, or they act crazy and whatever. Every sign has light and dark. It ain't just Scorpio or just Pisces or just Cancer or just Aries or just Taurus. It's not that. It's just that particular person that happened to be something that described them was that. And so you gotta let that go and not be hanging on to stuff like that, because that's the way you self-sabotage, is by saying, "Oh, if my person show up," because I'm telling you, spirit like to fuck with people. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. They like to fuck with people. Because the very sign you say, "Oh, I don't like such and such," so if they this and this and that, they'll give you exactly what you say you don't want. That's why I tell you, don't do that. Don't box yourself in by saying that. Okay, you had a bad experience with somebody, they just happen to be that sign. It don't matter. Sometimes you meet people and they'll be the sweetest person in the world, but you don't know what their sign is. And you don't go around saying, "Oh, well, you don't do that." So it's the same thing with this. Okay, that point was a little crazy, but you know what I mean. Don't take an experience you had with one person. It don't matter if you done been in a relationship with 10 damn people, the same damn sign, and you had a bad experience with all of them. It does not mean that the next person that comes into your life is going to be just like them other people, unless you don't fix your negative thoughts and your limiting beliefs. That's what spirit is basically trying to say. Okay? You have to get out of these stereotypes, these ways in which we box ourselves in. Like you'll hear people say, "Oh, if a person has children, I don't want to be with them. Or if they have this, I don't want to be." I'm like, but you never know. What if that person is the greatest person in the world, and you end up being the happiest fucking person you can be in the world with that person? You gonna block them off because they got kids, or you gonna block them off because they a damn sign that you don't like? Cause that's like look, when you say that if somebody is a certain sign, you don't want to deal with them, or you say if they're a certain race, you don't want to deal with them. What you're doing is you are blocking yourself off. You're cutting off potential people you could be in a connection with. Okay? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Stop self-sabotaging. Stop that. It's about, look, at the end of the day, Taurus, it's about how the person treats you, okay? And how the two of you are together. That's them the only two things that should matter. How they treat you, how the two of you are together. Because if you go in saying that shit about everybody, if they that sign, it's going to be this, and that, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? The very thing you saying is going to happen, that's what's going to happen. So it's like you You speaking it into existence, basically, is what I'm trying to get you to understand. You got to have an open mind when it comes to this, because you don't know what you're going to get. You already know that the person coming in is going to be you're going to be from a different background as this person, okay? And so you got to let the stereotypes and all that other bullshit, you got to let it fucking go. Just like you don't want them saying, what if they say, oh, well, if the person's a Taurus, I don't want to be with them. You know you will feel offended if somebody says some shit like that to you. So think about it. Think about that when you're saying this about these people, because you don't know. This, like I said, this could be the greatest love of your life, and you saying because it's a certain sign, you don't want to be with them. It's open mind. Keep an open mind. It's about how they treat you and how the two of you are together. Okay? All that other shit is bullshit. That's all it is. It's something that you say to yourself or you do to yourself to stop yourself from being in a connection. That's some shit that you need to look at when we talk about limiting beliefs and the stuff you use to block yourself. That's one of them, by saying stuff like that. Because I used to be like that. I used to be like, oh, well, if it's this, I can't fuck with this person. I can't fuck with nobody. Like, you can't do that. Because like I said, the very person that's gonna be your be all and end all and treat you like a fucking queen or a king and put you on a pedestal and do all the things you want them to do might very well be that one thing you said you don't want to deal with. Okay? And so you have to give people a chance. Just like you don't want somebody to put you in a box at face value because of your sign. Don't do that to other people. Okay, let's go. So the advice for you, Spirit is telling you, don't self-sabotage. Stop saying that stuff about, oh, well, if it's this, if it's that, You want the love of your life. And the way I'm saying it is I want the love of my motherfucking life. And whatever package Spirit put it in, that's what we gonna go with. Because it's all about quality and not quantity. I'm tired. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of being out here with all these people, and you don't know this and you don't know that. Spirit is telling you, this person that's coming, that's your soulmate. This is the person, okay? Your work is pretty much almost done for you, because the person's already in love with you. They watch you. They're enamored with you. They want to be with you. They ain't looking at nobody else. They just like, it's going to be me and you, baby. Let's go to the Casbah. You know, like Pepe Le Pew, let's go to the Casbah. That's what they telling you, right? So what you got to understand is it's about you keeping an open mind, basically, okay? No more juggling. No more self-sabotaging by telling yourself, oh, well, if it's this, I'm not. If it's no, it should be about how the person is treating you. If you saying, okay, I'm not going to put up with nobody disrespecting me, that's different. Or if you say, I'm not, but you can't say all whatever sign, I don't know, all whatever sign is disrespectful. You can't say that, because that's not true. That's not true. There's always an exception to every fucking rule, and you have to remember that, okay? So we've got the 1 day card falling and the bitterness card. So Spirit is telling you, let go of the resentment, the anger, all the hurt that you've been through. Release it, okay? And then we've got the 1 day. It says someday, somewhere, another time. I feel like this Spirit is saying that, this person's going to show up when it's time, okay? It could be someday, it could be somewhere. You don't know. You don't know when, you don't know where, basically, okay? All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, so your person's sending you, messages through music. I'm supposed to be pulling your cards and not theirs. Okay, and then, this is about you being abundant, okay? So it shouldn't matter, as long as you get what it is you desire, which is the true love that you want. It shouldn't matter what package it comes in. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Because look, we got, hold on. All these cards fell. Hold on one second. Okay, so we got rushing things showing up here. Spirit is telling you to stop rushing. It says rushing through the romance, hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Okay, you're going to be with this person forever. What is the fucking rush is what Spirit is telling you, okay? Then we have, look, divine timing. They going to smack you with it. You know we hate this. We hate to see this, but it's going to come up. It says things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. Okay. Then we have living the dream. It says living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. So Spirit is telling you, don't get down. Have faith. Know that this person is coming. Okay. You are not meant to be alone. That's what Spirit is telling you with this card. Okay. Then we have unspoken feelings. You're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. So, like I said, it may take time for the two of you to be completely open and honest with each other, but that's okay. Take your time. There is no rush, okay? You have the potential, like I said, to be with this person for the rest of your life. So don't rush it. Just enjoy, savor the connection, savor this time of you coming together and getting to know each other and telling each other the stories and stuff like that. Because that beginning part is really, that honeymoon phase is really nice. So savor it. Stop trying to rush everything. Okay. All right. So the last card we're going to take a look at is the outcome. Look, oh, you got the Ace of Cups, Taurus. Okay. So just don't be blocking yourself. Don't be blocking yourself from this stuff by putting up stipulations and stuff. Don't do that. Okay. So with this Ace of Cups, we got the confessions card. Okay. I hear Usher, these are my confessions, but it's not them confessions that he confessing in that song, but that's just the part that Spirit played in my head. Okay. All right. So you're going to be receiving messages from this person. This person is going to come clean. Okay. See, they're showing up with trust issues just like you are. Afraid to be hurt, doesn't trust themselves, finds ways not to trust people, insecure. They're working on this. All right. Hold on. Yeah. The two of you are, at a distance for a lot of you, or you, like I say, you may have, this could be about y'all traveling together, but for most of you, I feel like you're at a distance to your person. You're showing up with a passive card. Aries got this same card. It's saying avoiding direct or clear communication, fear of intimacy or competition, making excuses, blaming others, playing the victim, hiding anger. Okay. I feel like some of y'all are in this energy because you angry that this person is not here yet. Some of y'all ain't ready yet. You not ready yet for this person to come in. Look, they got shit they dealing with here, the withholding. Look at the toxic addiction card. They got things that they're working through, and you have things as well. So don't be getting mad at them. They are wanting to be with you just as much as you want to be with them, but you can't be getting angry and mad at them that they're not here. They're going to show up when the time is right. And those of you that's having problem with this patience, that's one of the things you're learning is to have patience and to know that when the time is right, you're going to get what you're supposed to get. Like I said, this is what is for you is not going to pass you by. Okay. Look at what's showing up. It says toxic talk here. It says the way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy, and right now they're wounding. So whatever is going on with this Taurus, okay, the passive aggressive energy and the toxic talk, you gotta deal with that. You gotta nip it in the bud. Okay. This is about you not making the mistakes you've made in the past, about you learning from them. Okay. And not repeating them again. All right. Okay. So let's move forward. Let's get some messages from Spirit. See what else they want to tell you. Let me get these first. So we have chaos. It says unexpected, unforeseen events have created disturbances and disorder in this partnership. You know who that is. Okay, then we have dream state. It says there is communication and energetic exchanges on the soul level in the 5D. I told you that, right? You and your person are already together in the 5D, and that is one of the reasons you getting the music and all this stuff from your person, because you're communicating with each other in the 5D. So we've got wise counsel showing up. It says seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. Okay. Then we have vortex of change. It says engage with the vortex of change, where energy swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. Okay, just accept change. That's what I'm gonna say. Then we got saving grace, forgiving yourself and others, heals the wound and sets you free. Okay, because you don't want, that's what I'm saying. Those of you that, you know, you tied, you want to completely cut your hands and cut ties from this past person. That's what it's about. And that's one of the ways you do it, is by forgiving them. Okay, like I said, it may seem counterintuitive, because I know some of y'all want to hang on to the anger, and just that could be one of the reasons why the passive card is here as well. You may want to hang on to the anger because you're heartbroken from, you know, what happened between you and this person, and I get it. But what you got to understand is, hanging on to this pain and stuff like that, is you're not hurting the other person. You're only hurting yourself. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages. Let's see what your person, the soulmate, wants to tell you. Okay. We've got, you're my heart's desire. We have, spirit is guiding me back to you. And like I said, coming back because it's a past life connection. Okay. Hold on. Okay, and then we have, I've realized that I'm settling whenever I'm not with you. Okay, so this person knows they don't want to be with anybody else. They know that you're the one for them. Okay, we have I am waiting patiently. Okay, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. I'm so attracted to you. I can be myself with you. Okay. I see life differently now. I feel like it's, you know, after the healing, after all the things that they've gone through. Bottom of the deck, I feel so happy with you. Okay. All right. And then, oh, we got one more. It says, I wonder how you feel. Okay. Then we've got, let's get these. Got, it's time to tell you how I truly feel for you. Okay. We have, I always carry you in my heart. I've never felt about anyone the way I feel about you. I just want to be with you, period. And then we have, I'm always talking about you to my friends. Okay. So this person, you know, they tell everybody about you. And they'll love you always and forever. Okay. Then we've got, let me get these. Come on. Okay. We have love. And we also have surprise. So it says love. I want to make love to you in a way you've never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Your touch, your voice really heals me. Okay. Then we have surprise. It says, I am planning to surprise you soon with a gift from the heart. Get ready to receive something special soon that expresses how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form in the physical or spiritual realms, and it will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication, or telepathic communication is on its way to you. Okay. Okay. And then let's get, we're going to pull some oracle cards and see what else spirit wants to tell you. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so we got 4 cards that fell here. Hold on one second. Okay, we have real feelings. It says you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Okay. Then we have burning desire, flames of passion ignite. Okay. Then we have psychic connection. Yep. It says your communication goes beyond mere words. Then we have forgiveness. There it is again. Forgiveness. Can't make it up. It says allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Okay. So spirit is telling you, let go, Taurus, of this heartbreak. Okay. Allow it to run its course and then let it go. All right. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Taurus.